Okay, so I'm gonna add another layer of story to Olivia's, but I'm gonna include this one about Billie Eilish and Tatum as alternative selections for a new Mother of All Creation. In the event that Olivia does not listen to my advice about the aliens that are going to come here and try to get rid of her by getting her to get on the UFO. So that's what this story is about. It's another way to try to make um, make sure that she doesn't make a choice that could impact her and ruin her future. So where are we on here? Okay, so we're starting here now. That there from if you want to look up Sally O'Malley, Saturday Night Live. Um, this heart is a representation of Cupid. That X there represents Jaden, like me trying to convince her to, get back with me, but ultimately it not working because she's just left me behind. And that other X is a representation of me trying to start over with Olivia, but Olivia not listening to me, getting on the UFO and getting replaced by an android. So I'm Cupid, and I'm trying to shoot my arrow towards both of them. But I know that this one here, Jaden, that's not going to work, and I'm trying to prevent Olivia from her exiting as the new mother of all creation. That's what that represents. So Sally O'Malley, that's um that's Baba O'Reilly. Okay, so this is Baba O'Reilly, which is right here. So Sally, take my hand. We'll travel south cross land, put out the fire, and don't look past my shoulder. Um, so that Sally is connected to Sally O'Malley. They're both interconnected. So in this particular story, it's about Tatum. So the lyrics Bubba O'Reilly is connected to this lady here, Sally, meaning take my hand, Tatum. We'll travel south cross land because one, Jaden doesn't want anything to do with me, and now Olivia doesn't want anything to do with me. So this one here is connected to the previous video where I talked about Doomsday and me getting that stake through the heart because they transformed her into somebody who doesn't want to get with me because she didn't listen to them or she didn't heed my advice about the UFO and aliens, about getting on there. She gets on the UFO and she comes back a totally different person who doesn't want to get with me. So that's what that represents there. But you wouldn't know that unless I as your spirit guide, tell you that. So down here, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so freaking hilarious. So especially because I turned 50 today, my sister sent me this. So it's a representation of people watching this at the beginning. Sometime when I begin to go viral, and they're listening to me, listening to my story, and they're like, "This guy's hilarious." Yeah, I'm talking about Olivia Rodrigo, android replacing her, right? So that's what people are going to think, and the story is hilarious. Even you might think that, Olivia, but I'm telling you, don't. So, see the blue colors there? Okay. It's a representation of your moon. You wouldn't know that those t-shirts are connected to you. Um, no, I got a t-shirt on my shirt right now as I take it off my back. See what I got here. There we go. So, do you see that? Do you see the 2X there? Right? So that represents the two X's on the wall over here, right over here. Right? So down below here, the blue is connected to your moon, right? Your moons. Um, so that's a purple, right? Or indigo. Indigo is pretty much blue. So those moons are connected to the shirts here, Olivia, which is connected to my shirt right there. That two X's, those two X's over there. So the fusion, that's a representation of a nuclear fusion engine. Meaning they'll completely deatomize you. Your atoms will get sent into the nuclear fusion engine, and then they'll reatomize use your body to reatomize a new version of you with a neural link in it, or they're gonna fusion you like they're gonna make a copy of you, but it's gonna be robotic, and it's gonna be the Milky Way that does. That's a representation of the Milky Way. It's also a representation of the black hole. So the reason why they're going to come here is because I'm allowing mother to become pregnant, and that's what that represents to her. That's a black hole. If she becomes pregnant, normally a black hole is created. But if I allow her to become pregnant, she has the child. That proves that I'm the Alpha and Omega, and then that's what sets up the series of events for the aliens to come here with their smear tape campaign and try to make me out to be the bad guy. Which is this over here. I just took this not too long ago. Have a look see here. So this is 5:52, right? On February 17th, 2026. So it's now 6:09. So this was 9. Yeah, 17 minutes ago I took this. So what's going on here is these guys here, they're going to bring a tape film through my eye. Okay? You see down here that eye? So it's going to be filmed through the eye. They're going to try to pretend to show you that that's their power. Watch, look at the power we can do. You got to see this video. That guy in the bedroom there, that proves he's Satan. You got to hear what he's saying in that bedroom to prove that he's Satan. You got to hear what he's doing. But you need to know that probably at least a minimum of 50% of that video is all bullshit, because there's such an advanced race of evil people that you only need to look at our videos now that Hollywood does, and they look very realistic. So imagine somebody who's as advanced as them. You only need to listen to the music. They got all kinds of people on YouTube now that they have fake music on there that sounds like our artists. So the shit that they're going to bring here is going to be a tape that's going to be a lot worse than what I've been saying here in the bedroom by myself. It'll be 10 times worse, I guarantee you. It'll sound like me, but it isn't me. They're going to fabricate that tape. And they think I'm stupid. I don't know that, but I know that, man. They're going to fabricate my voice. They could even fabricate whatever else they wanted. They could put shit in. They could change the computer screen so that it would show me looking at something I'm not supposed to be looking at. All right, to make it look like I'm even worse. So don't believe everything you hear, man, or see. So that's them. They're spying right now. They spy on every single one of you. None of you have privacy, man. Their favorite thing to do is to broadcast people's private lives, man, to the entire universe, so the entire universe of dumbasses can, jack and Jill off. If you go to the planet next door to us, Proxima Centauri, there's a whole channel there. They can tune into any one of your channels. Right now in your most intimate moments, and all right, this guy's gonna do this. Person's gonna do that. I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna do that. Well, they do that themselves. They're gonna do that. That's what their favorite thing to do is, man. This planet is like a goddamn TV show to them, man. Remember that when they come here with my tape, fucking tools, man. How dare you fucking watch people's private lives like fucking perverts like that, man. But that's what these damn evil aliens are up to. They spy on you. The glass is a representation of me using the crystal. Spiritual warfare. So they're spying on me. Gonna bring a tape here. Well, I'm using the glass, but they're gonna fabricate it, make it worse than what it really is. That's why I say I don't mind telling you what I did here, word for word, on the worldwide stage with those dumbasses sitting there, because that means that one of us is telling the truth. And if I'm telling you the 100% truth of what the hell I said here, that means that I'm not a deceiver. That makes them the deceiver, despite that goddamn stupid tape they got. So, and then they're gonna want to upload it to YouTube, or they're gonna give it to the news reporters, and they're gonna upload it somehow. That's what that means. So, remember that, folks. These clowns are watching you, man. Fucking perverted aliens, man. So, back to the shirt here. That's you, right? It's indigo, okay? So that's a clue. I just got done uploading a video. That's why that thing was up there, uploaded to your channel. But I didn't have the microphone on my screen recorder, so I had to start over again. So I took a picture of that spyglass thing. So anyhow, this is from a book called Ojibwe Ceremonies by Basil Johnson. He's the author from our sister community in Awash. So this is the part I want you to watch here. That's wrestled. That's connected to Tatum through a wrestler named Tatum Paxley. This here on the court, that's connected to Sherry and her dad. Her dad's name is Anaquat. I don't know if I saved that or not. Okay. Yeah, right here. Okay, so that's her dad's name, Arnold. Okay, so there's me, and there's Sherry. Sherry Cameron. So that the connection here, the cloud, and the gunwale of a canoe is what I'm going to focus on in the story here. The rest of it, I could probably talk about that later. So, well, maybe I better do now. Beyond that, women were hanging strips of meat on horizontal poles, person buried, perfect. So here, even the sounds of the village, the barking of the ever-present dogs, the quiet talk of women, and the muffled laughter of little men seem relaxed. So basically, that's talking about aliens coming here pretending to be gods, because dogs is, gods, backwards, right? So anyhow, back to this right here. So you want to think of cloud, gunwale, and canoe, and lashing ribs. So the lashing ribs is referred to me trying to give these evil aliens a lash for their lies regarding creating a person out of a rib. You can't do that. That's impossible. So that's the story they fabricated. So me trying to give them, my children, crap for the lies they fabricated around a woman being fabricated from a rib. The gunwale refers to wailing, like W-A-I-L means to cry, out in pain. So gunwale, that gun is a metaphorical for me impregnating, one of my Miss Universe contestants. So Anaquat, gunwale, canoe. This is the big canoe. They call this the Chichiman. That word there means big. Chichiman, that means canoe. And so, I think I'm already 14 minutes in already. Wow. Okay, so whenever over here. There's the video here. Behind the scenes on Canada's biggest Great Lakes passenger ship. So that thing there talks about, this is Carrie Adams, our tour guide. Okay? So Carrie Adams refers to Tatum's grandfather. Which is right here. It's right here. So Adam, see, those my cousin. He's my great friend. His nickname was the Bomb, and there's his granddaughter there, Tatum. So Tatum secretly means Tatum is the bomb. That's the secret code of her grandfather's name combined with hers. So that's what Adams means, the bomb. But Carrie is referring to I don't like when it does that. It always switches like that, man. I'm gonna get comfortable with something. It goes back out like that. So, looking at Carrie. So this Carrie here is what you want to watch. Carrie, official trailer number 2. It's about a girl that has telekinetic powers. So the two are interconnected. So the guy from this video here, I think it's that one. No, that's not that one. It's the other one. So Carrie here is connected to Carrie here. Carrie Adams, you connected to. So when you connect Carrie Adams, it means that Tatum is a gun whale, or she's like a gun and can make evil whale. So to understand that, you need to watch Lucy Hospital Scene. And that's this one. So it talks about CBH4 in the 6th week of pregnancy. Women manufacture it in tiny quantities. For a baby, it packs the power of an atomic bomb. That atomic bomb means if I was successful in impregnating Tatum, after she and I become 100% pure, then our baby, when its spinal cord pops into existence and all the atoms in the universe, all 8 of those atoms pop into existence, and the baby's spinal cord is 2 creators who have their souls bound together and are telepathic beings, create life together as pure beings, pure gods, pure mother and father. That baby's spinal cord is going to come into existence and is going to be pure energy. And anything with negative energy, such as evil people harboring sin in their atoms and every atom in their body, will be shocked with that positive electricity. And everything evil will keel over and fade away to nothingness. I don't mean literally fade away, like they'll just die. I'm talking 242 trillion people all dying at once. That's what the atomic bomb is about. It gives the fetus the necessary energy to form all the bones in his body, or in the spinal cord, basically, is what he's talking about. So, now, let's go here. This is the connection I wanted to talk about Olivia. So she has this new lash, like it's for mascara. So this new lash adore curl goddess. Let's see if she's the winner. This is what this is the secret code here. The secret code talk here, Olivia. It means now I'm gonna go back to this here. I'm gonna put my shirt on. So fusion, okay. When the creators created the universe at the beginning of time, it was Native Americans. But now things have changed to where the universe can be a fusion of one Native American and one non-Native American. So we're like fusing together to create a new universe where it creates equality, meaning the new mother of all creation is going to be Filipino and Caucasian, married to a Native American. That's what the fusion also represents. But only if you pick up that torch, run with it. But pick up the torch and run with it. That means don't get on that UFO. So they change who you are, and you get out the UFO, and you suddenly hate my guts. So, see that there? Lives lives forever. So Olivia Rodrigo could live forever as the new mother creator. Let's see if she could be the winner. So, you could be the new goddess of all creation, right? So over here, the three fingers. That's our firstborn son, then the fraternal twins. This finger, the reason why it's down is it's like a trigger finger, like that. Okay, meaning you could get the gun whale if you pull the trigger. In order to pull the trigger, you have to carry a great deal of baggage around with what I did here to save you and save everyone in creation. If you can deal with that baggage, pull the trigger, get a hold of me, then you'll secure your position as new mother of all creation. The thumb is you, and I'm the trigger. But you'll notice how it's not there. You don't see it. All you see is these three. You don't see it. It's like that. If you wanna make it real, you gotta go like that. In other words, you gotta, you know, 2 + 2 = 5. I'm the love of your life, right? So 2 + 2 doesn't equal 5, but what it does is our three children plus you and I, that's 5. If you want to be the love of my life. So, could I keep it? I'm going to keep it anyways. That's referring to, the mother of all creation. So, however, this is that's all she wrote by T.I., meaning yeah, you're staring straight to a barrel of hate, terrible fate. So the barrel of fate is basically talking about the UFOs when they come here. Not even a slim chance to make a narrow escape. So if you don't heed my advice and then you go get on that UFO and they replace you, you're going to come off that UFO and you're going to tell me to F off, and you're going to put that stake through my heart as doomsday, and then it fulfills the prophecy over here of that being Jaden and then the other one being you. Don't let that happen. So Cupid shot his arrow, right? Then he shot his arrow and missed. I missed in terms of that me shooting my arrow missing is Jaden, right? So that's me shooting my arrow at Jaden, but missing. That's what the X represents. It represents I don't know if you've ever seen a cartoon drawn. They normally draw X's on the eyes to represent the death of the character. So the X is a representation of the death. Like her and I, it's just not working out between us. There's a death between the relationship. The other one is the same. So you want to think of those things as being on my eyes because both of you reject me. But I know you won't reject me so long as you remain human. So, and then he shot his arrow and missed at Jaden. Wait, Sarah, you're late. So Sarah is referencing Sarah and Abraham, which is what you believe in. It means, wait, Olivia, you're late because you believe in Sarah and Abraham when you need to be believing in spirituality and science. Your train left. The train is referencing Soul Asylum. What? Soul Asylum. Okay. Runaway train. So Your train left, meaning your soul left, is what that means. Because you got on a UFO and then you got imprisoned. Because an asylum is another form of prison for crazy people. The mascara, that's you. Because that's what this ad is here, the Lancome. That's a mascara ad. That's your mascara ad. So your train left or your soul left, mascara and egg smear in your face. The egg smear is referencing me having to get Tatum pregnant or Billie Eilish pregnant. And when that happens, if I impregnate one of their eggs, there's going to be smear on your android face, because the minute that spinal cord pops into existence, the android version of you will keel over wherever it may be. It may be singing a song on the stage. The minute the spinal cord pops into existence, and then you'd see the android just stop singing and go like that. Done. And that's what the egg smear on your face means. You didn't heed my advice. You got on the UFO, got replaced by an android. And then I impregnated one of my other wives. You lost the top spot as the person I want to spend forever with, and now have egg smear on your face. When we resurrect you back into existence by using technology, you'll wake up on a medical bed and say, "What happened?" Oh, apparently you didn't listen to Anthony. You let them talk you into going on the UFO, and they got rid of you. And then he got rid of them by impregnating Tatum or Billie Eilish. And 242 trillion people across the multiverse all keeled over, fell asleep. And now we brought you back, and you missed out on your position to be the new mother of all creation, because Anthony had to bind his soul to those other girls to make the baby work. And you'd have egg smear on your face because you didn't listen. And this here, like, night's over, goodbye. I thought I told you that. Spilled nut ain't nothing to cry over. So he's basically talking about the android version of you coming out talking crap about me and what I did in the bedroom here, but then me being successful in getting rid of all the evil people by impregnating my new soulmate. So the first part is about you. These first part is you, but then the next 4 lines, that's about the evil android version of you. So that's what I wanted you to see. But now I'm going to show you something else that you need to see. So, see this girl here? You see the name here, Sally? That's one clue. Sally, take my hand. We'll travel south cross land. So we want that one here. So that's her here. Billie Eilish, take my hand. We'll travel south across land. Put out the fire. Don't put glass my shoulder, right? So this here, this is cute because I better focus on this here. I'm going to forget. If I don't do this up here now, forget about it. Okay, so this roadhouse, it refers to them coming here and having these houses in the air, UFOs, pretending to be the light. So in my previous videos, I told you about them coming here in lighthouses, or their UFOs being a form of their house where they're pretending to be the light and telling you they're the light, acting like they're really good, upstanding citizens, but when they're not really like that. So because they think they're the light and they live in the lighthouses, this is a representation of me, a roadhouse. So what that represents is my UFOs that exist in a parallel universe coming over here to my rescue when these dummies try to come over here pretending to be the light. Because this guy here, Jake Gyllenhaal, he says, "Do you have insurance?" And then he goes, "Ha ha, I get it. Do you have dental insurance?" Yeah, because if you don't, if they don't have insurance and they come here pretending to be people they're not, they're going to regret it. Because when my UFOs come over here, those things that come over here, those things are designed specifically for war. The UFOs that they got, they're going to be different looking. They won't have any weapons on them like my UFO. When my UFOs come over here, they're going to be all equipped with 3 different size rail guns. Um, they'll have engines on them which will allow them to fly anywhere in the universe without having to ride or rely on that invisible electromagnetic radiation wave. The whole UFO is a design for war. It's a warship compared to theirs, and these ships are 200,000 years ahead of their technology. So they may have the lighthouse, but I have a roadhouse, meaning my ships can go anywhere in the universe, relying on the hydrogen atom in the universe. I'm not bound to their invisible electromagnetic radiation wave. The way they travel around is the grandfather gets them to move this. He moves the universe around. Well, they ride on the visible electromagnetic radiation of the black hole at the bottom of the stars, which is connected to the solar system. Whereas my grandfather, he moves the entire universe around the ship and moves it anywhere it wants using the hydrogen in the universe. It's like Star Trek or Star Wars, but in reality, he moves the entire universe anywhere he wants, where that spaceship wants to fly to. So mine is the roadhouse. Why is it the roadhouse? Because this is a show about fighting. So they may pretend to be the light, but if they really want to throw down, if you dummies want to throw down AI, just know that I got roadhouse here. You may pretend to be the light, but when my roadhouse guys come here, I'm going to open up fire, and you're going to regret coming over here, releasing that tape and trying to make me look bad. It'll be the worst mistake you ever made, AI. So... Well, that out of the way. Now we get back to Billie Eilish here. So you see how she's acting cute here? That warms my heart because I know I can count on her. I have counted on her many times in past lives. So what we're looking at here is wow, almost go 70. So, yeah, the 73. Have you ever seen the 73 questions? I don't know if I can't even remember. When I do these videos, I don't even know if I talked about that already. I think I have. I think I mentioned it already in my previous video, right? But I have so much information that I don't know. So I got to redo it again. So this one here, I can tell that out of the 1,000 lives that we've all lived, I'm estimating that 666 of those lives were spent just getting here. So out of those 666 lives, I've chosen you 73 times in past lives. But I want to make that 74. I want to choose you 74 and bust out of this prison on the 74th time choosing you, because I was born in 1974, and that's just how grandmother rolls. She likes nice numbers like that. So I could tell because of this being our 1001 life, and it's 10 this way, but 10 backwards, a 1 on the end and a 1 on the end and 2 zeros in the middle. That alone tells me that she wants you to be the mother of all creation on the 74th life. And we'll go forward forever with grandmother having that nice, neat number, knowing that I've selected you as the mother of all creation 74 times out of 666 lives that we've all done this. And that would make her happy. So I don't know if I talked about that, but that's what I wanted you to see there. So with that, I could go back over to Barbie here. If I was to add up those numbers here, you got 6, 7, 4, Three, two, one. Um, I'd say here. So I've chosen her 33 times. Where I get that is 3 times 10 is like 30 lives. But if you add these three hearts, I get 33. So I would harbor a good guess that I've selected um Billie Eilish 33 times in past out of the 666 lives is the mother of all creation. So where I get that from is that three matches those three hearts there. So that tells me the number 33 lives. So this is her little presentation, by the way. This is your spirit, Billy. Um, she got me to take these pictures so she could introduce you to the world as a new mother of all creation. And in the event Olivia Rodrigo, drops the ball. So you see that bee there? It's a representation of a queen bee. Because when the hive loses a queen, they have to make a new queen with royal jelly. Royal jelly is referring to these videos here that will allow you to see with your third eye what I can see, so you can make an informed decision on whether or not you believe them guys or what I'm telling you. So I'm trying to feed Olivia Rodrigo the most jelly so that she can become the mother of all creation. But in the event that she drops the ball, well, then that bee represents you becoming, the new mother of all creation. In the event that, Tatum doesn't want the position. Or if you don't want the position, then I can get with Tatum. So the fact that she has a tie on is connected to Avril Lavigne, meaning girlfriend, because Avril Lavigne always wore that tie. Now, this part here, that's what warms my heart because I can tell your spirit likes me. There's a certain cuteness to that face, and it warms my heart. Like to know that you could be there in the event that I need somebody. So what I want you to focus on is this here. So you see the word Matt. That's Jaden's uncle Matt, and that L. It's a representation of this guy here. So his name is Elgante, which means the giant. So that word there means giant, the EL. It means the, but in this case, when you incorporate to that guy there who's like 7'6", I think, it means the giant. So when you go back to Mattel over here and you replace that word not with the, but with giant, or both of them, it means Billie Eilish could become the giant mother or the giant ma. Giant mother, because Matt or Jaden doesn't want that position because she's happy in the relationship she's in. That's what Mattel means. Matt or Jaden or mother. The giant mother. Billie Eilish. Now the Barbie one. Okay, so she I think it's over here. Here. So she stars in Barbie as she sings that song. What was I made for? So this here Tatum and they're making me forget your name now. Billy, do doll, Laura, Ma. So the Laura and the Ma is connected to Laura here. So this is Sherry's cousin, Laura. Laura Howell, Flicker woman. So the Flicker woman, it's like you want to think of a movie. They call that a flick, a movie. So Flicker woman refers to Billie Eilish, who wrote that music, who wrote the music for the movie, the Barbie movie, or the flick Barbie. So Laura, who's passed on, because this is an obituary, means that Laura represents death, mother. So the doll, right? The doll is what was I made for? She's playing with dolls there. So she represents the doll. Billy, you were made to become the mother of all creation. In the event, everyone else drops the ball. So that's the connection that you guys wouldn't know about unless I, as your spirit guide, taught you about it. So, doll represents Billie Eilish as the new mother who could lay to rest evil through the association of the funeral with Laura. That means funeral, evil, because of Ra being there. Ra is the Egyptian sun god. I'm telling you, I'm the father of all creation, so the Egyptian sun god is an imposter. So Laura, Ra, death. Ma, Billie Eilish. That's what Dollarama means, but you wouldn't know that. Billie Eilish, death, Ra, sun god, because she's the new mother of all creation. Why? You see the number down here, 266. What is Order 66? So you might want to watch this. Execute Order 66. So because these two numbers look the same, it's a representation of is it this one? It's a representation of these because these are the same symbols. If you put a 6 here and a 6 here, it still represents death. So execute Order 66 means find a new mother creator because Olivia Rodrigo has rejected you. Jaden has rejected you. So therefore, I would continue with the Miss Universe contest and try to find a new soulmate. That's what Execute Order 66 is about. So the 2 is Jaden and Olivia up here. Execute Order 66. Get a hold of Billie Eilish. Doll, Billie Eilish, is the new mother so that she can get rid of Ra by putting him, by creating a funeral for him. That's what it means. So, if we go over to here, and you watch this scene here, you watch this scene here, and it says under, are you really going to kill Billy the Kid? Does a horse piss where she pleases? Is that the gun you're going to shoot him down with? Yeah, if he's man enough to come around here. Can I touch it, please? So he touches the guy's gun. What he means is, is that the gun you're going to shoot him down with? Means, is that the girl you're going to shoot him down with? Jaden? Yeah, if he's man enough to come around here, I'll shoot him down.
And then after Olivia gets on the UFO, it's the same thing with her. Is that the gun you're going to shoot Anthony down with, Olivia Rodrigo, after you turn her into an android and break his heart? It's Doomsday? Yep, that's the gun we're going to shoot him down with. That's what it means, Olivia. Don't let them shoot me down using a robot, a robotic version of you. As crazy as that sounds, that's what it means. Is that the girl you're going to shoot Anthony down with? Yeah, if he's man enough to come around here. Is that the other girl that you're going to shoot Anthony down with? Yeah, if he's man enough to come around here. That's what it means. Is that the gun you're going to shoot him down with? Yes. So, I don't know if you know what a kid is. A kid is a goat. It's a baby goat. So, Billy the Kid means Billy the greatest of all time because that's the acronym for GOAT. Greatest of all time. So Billy the Kid means Billie Eilish, the greatest of all time. Meaning she is not scared to defect from the invisible man. I can guarantee you, once she hears me talking on here and she sees the clues on here, she's like, I'm all for that, man. Screw them guys, man. Why would I want to piss away the opportunity of becoming a new mother of all creation? I'm on board. I guarantee you I'd probably get a response from her before anyone else. So, Billy, if you want to make your intentions known, just DM me and let me know that you're interested in the position as a new mother of all creation, because that's the only way I can tell who I'm dealing with here. And Olivia, it's the same with you. I can guarantee you, because she's the greatest of all time, she's going to probably DM me first before anybody else. She'll probably do it as soon as I'm done this video. So, now, if we take that doll and apply it to Tatum Paxley, if you watch this one here, Tatum Paxley, she talks about playing with dolls. That's her new wrestling persona. She plays with dolls. Okay, so because she plays with dolls, you see the dolls in her hand there, right there, the dolls in her hand. That's who you represent, Tatum. There's another scene with her with dolls right there. This one, she got dolls there too. Yeah. So if you watch Teen Epoxy, that one there I just showed you, that's what connects you to this particular scene as well, Tatum. So that doll represents Tatum Paxley, or Tatum, the girl in my community. So it says do doll, or do Tatum, or do Billie Eilish, right? So both of you are interconnected through this particular Dollarama store. So do doll, or do Tatum. Death of Ra, as you rise up to become the new mother of all creation, Tatum. That's what it means. So now, if we go back to the big canoe here, okay? So the word chi means big, okay? So let's do over here. Now, here's the chi word. So chi ma means big canoe. So that word big means, that's what that means, big. And that chi ma means canoe, right? But the word chi here, chi in Ojibwe means big, great, or large. So that word chi, that's connected to another form of chi in China. Chi, Chinese meaning. So chi from China means life force, breath, vital energy. They're interconnected. So in our story here, Tatum, the canoe represents you like a regular canoe. So you're like a regular canoe. You want to think of you being as a war canoe because our people used to have war canoes. They'd be really big, long canoes, maybe fit 20 people, 20 warriors in them, and they'd be paddling down the rivers with those war canoes. So you're like a war canoe. You're not as big as the big canoe, but only because Billie Eilish is famous. That's why she's the Chichi Man. So this is you, Billie Eilish. You're the big canoe. The big canoe. This is you. That's you because you're a celebrity. Whereas Tatum, she's not a celebrity, but nevertheless, she's a war canoe. So that's her war canoe who can be my gun and make evil whale by lashing the guy who fabricated the belief of system about ribs. So that's how your stories are interconnected to the big canoe. So Tatum, you're the little canoe, and um, Billie Eilish is the big canoe or the chichima. So that word chi there, that's what ties it together to Billie Eilish's story, which is what she wants me to show you guys here. That's why she's acting cute here. So if you go over to here and you take that symbol there it is. That's the word chi, which is connected to big, but also the chichima. And then if you take the word V, that's a movie that you need to watch. That's the prophecy about these guys coming over here as snakes, man. So you go to the V trailer. This one here, this is a good one here because this one it'll help you visualize what's actually going to come forth. Because the UFOs in here are about 8 miles wide. The UFOs you've seen here are about 8 miles wide, maybe 6 miles wide. But when you watch this one, it's about the UFOs coming over here pretending to be our friends when they're not our friends. They have a job to get rid of me and the mother of all creation and all mankind. And you'll notice that they rip their face off, and underneath is like a lizard. It's a representation of them pretending to be the light when in fact they're the dark. And that's what the lizard represents. So when you watch the V trailer, that's what's connected to Billie Eilish's clue here. The V. Now, the roll is a representation of rolling somebody. So if somebody was, pass out on the couch with $1,000 in their wallet and you knew that, and you went over there, you dug in your wallet and you took out $400 to go to the bar, you're rolling your friend of his money. You're taking $400 out of his wallet so you can go to the bar. So that's what roll means, to roll somebody. But it's normally with a double L. So the same sounding word means you can superimpose to mean the same thing. And the T, it's a representation of a cross. That's a capital T, but if you lowercase it, it becomes a cross. So that means cross, right? Roll, steal, aliens. So this chi represents the big canoe or Native Americans, because that's our word for big. So it means aliens or theological aliens, cross, right? Theological aliens. So let's go. Theological aliens are going to roll the Native Americans by pretending to be your mommy and daddy. That's what Chevrolet means. But not a Billie Eilish can help it. That's why she's smiling so cute. Because she knows she's a Wonder Woman. That's why she's dressed up like a Wonder Woman right here. Because that's how Wonder Woman stands. This here is Karate Kid. If you've ever seen Karate Kid, you might want to look up. I'll do a better one for you guys. You gotta see it. So you need to watch this one. All right. So this one here. So if you watch this scene here, okay, that's what she's doing because Daniel's son here, he does what's called the crane kick. Okay. So that's him there doing the crane kick, karate kick. Okay. So that scene there is connected with wax on, wax off. They're both interconnected. And that's what Billie Eilish is presenting here. She's doing the crane by lifting that one leg up. She's letting you know that she's okay with me waxing on, wax on, and wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. She's okay with waxing on and waxing off. That's why she's smiling. She can deal with the baggage, is what I'm telling you, Olivia. Whereas you, I don't think you can deal with the baggage. That's why she's the greatest of all time. And if you don't let go of what I did to save everybody, you're going to lose your spot as the new mother of all creation. And perhaps she will become the new mother of all creation forever. And that's why she's smiling like that. She knows she's so close to getting that position. So, yeah. So, I think that's it for my presentation. Um, so, Tatum, you're the same story that applies to Billie Eilish, it applies to you. So you think of yourself as being the small canoe and her being the big canoe. But both your stories are the exact same because of that doll connection, Tatum. But you wouldn't know that unless I told you. So, you know, now you know a little bit more about yourselves in Miss Universe contest. And Olivia, please don't get on that UFO. I'm just trying to look out for your best interest, girl. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the good guy here. Oh, by the way, um, I know, I know that you like you like this story here. I know that you like this story here, and I know that you like that song, this one here. I know that you enjoy this one here, but you also enjoyed the odds. So when you watch that story, the previous video, I know that you like the Dracula one, and you like the song selection I selected for you, the odds one, but where it was the shoe that got me the gig, it was the tear that got me the girl. You like that song, but this is your favorite one. You like this one too, and I know that you like that because of um. Here's that video. This video here, I was watching this one, and what you say on there, I can tell what you say on there that that's the case that you enjoyed that the previous presentation that may be your hero, Newton. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. Let's see what I got here. Oh, I'm trying to find you a song here to play for you. Okay. You might like this one here, 7 Mary 3, Cumbersome. Because if you watch this here, you say that word, cumbersome. So, cumbersome in this word is connected to this song, 7 Mary 3, Cumbersome. But there's a little bit extra information that you need to know about. So, so there's my home. It's over here, right? Now, the dog that you, I have a dog here. His name is Louie, and he sleeps beside me over here. It's my son's dog. But we got Louie over here in Chatsworth over here. Okay, we got him like 10 years ago after my dad's funeral because my son took my dad's passing pretty tough. So we got him a memorial dog, and that's why he's named Louie. He's named after my dad, Louie. So we got Louie over here in Chatsworth. Now, where is that? This is where we got him roughly. Okay, so we came down this road here, and then we turned left and we went up this way a little bit. We got that dog over here somewhere around this area. Okay, so or we got Louis over there. So this here, do you notice the color of that? How it matches it matches your moon color here. So where we got our dog, Louis, represents an event. Clockwork represents time, grandmother time, and a wedding. But the wedding is the representation of you through that association of the color. Now, if we come up to here, which is around the area where we found Louis, there's a place called Seven Oaks. So that Seven Oaks is connected to the Cumbersome song. Seven, marry three. Okay, so what that means is, how do I put this delicately? There. So watch that video there, okay? Because that's what it means. Okay, that's what the seven marries three means. So so seven marry, like literally marry three. So the three is a representation of your song. Logical. 2 plus 2 equals 5. Olivia, Anthony, and our three children. So 7 marry 3 means Anthony marry 3. Or marry that girl that sings that lyric with an improper math equation of 2 plus 2 equals 5. Anthony, Olivia, and 3. So that 7 marry 3, cumbersome, means I'm to marry you because you said cumbersome in this video. You say cumbersome in this video, which means I'm supposed to marry you because of the cumbersome attachment and our 3 children. 7 marry 3. So that's what 7 Oaks means. Not only that, but Anthony Oliver Coggy is what Oak means. Anthony Oliver Coggy. You're supposed to marry me because of the association of this down here and the proximity to where we got our dog Louie, which is just up the road over here. Somewhere over here is where we got him. So, I figure since you like that hero song, you might want to listen to Put Your Head on My Shoulder. You and I just might fall in love. That's what he's talking about here. If we share a kiss, you and I just might fall in love. So put your head on my shoulder. I'm just trying to look out for you. I'll continue to make these videos till you believe me.